Now our focus returns to the front of the grid and to MSkyZ versus Tom97. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and it's go, go, go! Down towards turn number 1 we go then. It's been a good launch, actually, from Tom97 on those hard tyres, but look at the chasing pack behind. You've got, in fact, a great start from Ben Daly, who's up the inside of there, and into the inside of turn 1 goes Tom97, up the inside, and now then, it's going to be side by side with the Mercedes of MSkyZ, but as they go through the sweepers of 1, 2, and 3, it now looks as though Ben Daly's involved. Yes, he is! Look at this now! 3 wide as they head down in towards the next corner, and now with those soft tyres, up to temperature, will he swing it all the way around the outside? No, but I tell you what, Meraki is involved in this as well. He's now up into 3rd place, having gotten by MSkyZ, who now goes for the late dive in towards turn number 6. It's not really working out for Meraki this time. He's not able to hang it around the outside. He's squeezed off ever so slightly, but it is a good bit of firm, fair racing between the pair of them. In towards the next few corners we go now then, and Tom is under massive pressure from Benjamin Daly at this stage. Meraki still applying that pressure to MSkyZ as well, and Ethan Woody doing a good job to hold on to 5th place at the moment. Peya has tumbled down the order, and then Tom has been able to do very well. Hayden Gullis all the way down to 9th from 6th place off of the start here. It will cause you other problems. Now, Lions on the inside goes Benjamin Daly. Sudden late move in towards turn number 6 then, and he manages to get that Ferrari up into the lead of the Qatar Grand Prix. Having left Meraki now outside of DRS, he's now having to fight with Tom. Tom, now from 7th on the grid, is up to 4th place. The champion is not messing about at the start of this new season.
If we go to the front, Tom97 actually looking for a move maybe on Tim McMurdoch into the final corner. There must have been a mistake from the Ferrari, and now it's DRS open and ERS burn down the main straight. And will SkyZ maybe think about making it 2 for 1 as he goes to the extreme inside, and he does take 2 places down the straight, and Tom97 doesn't like the idea of that, but he has been forced out now, and Tom97 will have a chance of a post down to turn 4.
And there's a safety car! Safety car as Ethan Woody is out of the race down at turn number 1. There's something that's happened there between them and another driver out there on the circuit somewhere, and I'm going to hazard a guess that with us then seeing the likes of Hayden Gullis off the track briefly there, that might have been them involved, possibly. I don't know, though. I can't substantiate that as being an absolutely truthful claim.
Looking at the pit stops, it's Tom97 who pits, and that is the car I wouldn't have expected to pit. But MSkyZ stays out, Tim McMurdoch in, Tom in, and Meraki in. So very interesting strategy there from our front runners.
And now then, as MSky gets ready to get us going once more then, he does a bit of weaving with his teammate, and it's a Mercedes 1-2 then as they come round the final turn. He's not booted the throttle just yet, but he is getting ready to go. 100 kilometers an hour is about the speed that he's holding the field at the moment. It is ever so slightly rising. He's gone. He goes for the throttle now. And now the French formation at the front disappears into the distance. And for Tom97, they have not got quite the launch that they would have wanted there. They're now being threatened and harassed by Mr. Dale in the background. But as they go in towards turn number 1, there's no changes there. But there are changes further back down the field. Tim McMurdoch has been able to get a move done on Tom initially, on Alex Budd, I should say, initially. And now they're hovering around the back of the Aston Martin. In fact, around the side of the Aston Martin now of Yours Sincerely. They're now going to have to try and defend from Tom, who's coming hard and fast. Up the inside goes the champion in the Alpine, and then up to P6. Meraki follows them through as well. It's a massive bit of movement that we're seeing now at this restart, with Sasso now also thinking about trying to get by their teammate. Sasso, of course, the full-time driver, he will have the space given away by his temporary teammate there in terms of Yours Sincerely. They allow their Aston Martin teammate by, and that now means that Tim McMurdoch, Ben Daly has already got themselves back up to P4, right behind Tom97 after that restart.
At the top, Tom97 right behind Peya. Peya trying to be the rear gunner for his French teammate SkyZ, but Tom97 is going to have the inside. Peya will try to keep it around the outside to have the inside for 2. It's not going to happen, but that means Tim McMurdoch, ever the opportunist, has absolutely just slid by, and he's right on the back of Tom97. Tim McMurdoch and Tom97 back into the top 3 as Tom also looks to make a move on SkyZ. And I mean, Peya in the Mercedes still thinking it's season 3 over here, and Tom has got through. Meraki also doesn't want to be left behind, but I think he's just going to have to wait a few more corners.
But as we now watch down the start-finish straight, then no DRS just yet, but shoot through sheer pace now. Tom97 on those brand new hard tyres is already getting slightly alongside, wheel to wheel with MSkyZ up towards the inside in turn number 1. My brain went to sleep there for a moment mid-commentary, and in towards turn number 2. Then Tom 97 has reclaimed the lead of the Qatar Grand Prix, and not only that, but now Ben Daly is looking to maybe even retake second place immediately into turn number 4. Up the inside goes the Ferrari. No dodgy strategies from the Scuderia today as they go up the inside there, and they're now up into P2 and chasing down after their friend Tom 97 to try and get an opening win in the opening race of the season in season number 4 of the Creator Series. Tom now gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as they go hovering off of the circuit trying to find a way around the outside of MSkyZ, but before they'd gotten alongside they kept going and going and they went all the way off the circuit. That has then given them a penalty.
Tom, as he attempts the overtake down the main straight, and it's going to be DRS open, and it's going to be simple enough, but concentration required still. And now we have Tom back into the top 3 here, and that move made.
All up the inside! Sorry, MSkyZ and Safso suddenly up the inside in turn number 4. This is proving to be a bit more of an overtaking spot than I thought it would be in today's race. And Safso has now finally been able to make the move. Whilst we've been focusing so much on this fight between the Aston and the Mercedes, up at the front of the field at the start of this lap, we have seen a change for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Daly in that Ferrari on debut has now overtaken his former team and Tom 97 in the McLaren. And they also maintain an over 1 second advantage over Tom behind in the Alpine, who also carries time penalties. As at the front of the field, Ben Daly and Tom both come in for their respective pit garages, Ferrari and Alpine. And late on the brakes is Tom, and he's able to gain a bit of time back actually on Ben Daly as they head into the pits. Ferrari service their car first, of course. New set of medium tyres goes on. What will it then be for the Alpine? It is a new set of mediums as well. Let's then see how these drivers are able to bring these tyres up into temperature. And then, of course, what ends up happening later on, SkyZ gets back up into second place now, but with 14-lap-old mediums, they are unlikely to make it to the end. And if they do, they certainly will not have the performance to keep him ahead of those drivers who are just coming out of the pits now then. So, Tom 97 continues on at the front of the field then on the hard tyres. And let's wait and see then as to whether or not they've got some more pace underneath them. Meraki then, after setting the fastest first sector, sets the fastest lap of the race, a 1:24.2. So we're still a good few seconds away from our qualifying pace at this stage in the race.
That's for a safety car. He comes into the pits now. So Tom 97 into the pits, and I think this will be for a pair of medium tyres.
As it is then, coming out of the pits is Tom 97 just ahead of Meraki, but of course on those cold medium tyres, Meraki should have the advantage on their warmed tyres, even though they are 7 laps old, unless of course Tom is able to pull something out here to really be able to gain that time. That being said, he is holding it for the time being, so now then he's got a bit of work to do. And then in order to build up that 3-second gap, now a 6-second gap as he goes through the right-hander, cuts it too much and gets another 3-second time penalty. Tom 97 not doing himself any favours there at all, as up at the front end, it's now getting very close indeed. But at this stage then, we've got Ben Daly with the DRS. He goes for it. He gets the move done on track. He's not waiting for penalties to sort this out later on. He goes into the lead of the race, and then Tom manages to slot into second place, just ahead of MSkyZ, and with those penalties to be dished out later on, he would retain that second place at the moment, but we'll wait and see how things shape out later on. But at the moment then, Ben Daly is your race leader. Oh, as Tom, with the B, goes for the move on Ben Daly up the inside in turn number 1. Gets that Alpine pass for the time being, but of course, from what we've seen so far, we would imagine that Ben is going to be able to stick with them throughout the rest of the lap, not get any warnings at all, and then end up picking up that position once again through DRS, unless, of course, Tom 97 has something to say about it. They have a look up the inside of turn number 4. That certainly puts a bit of a spook on Ben there, because he had a bit of a compromised line through there, but as it is, they're not compromised him too much, of course, because he is still right on the back. Oh, I say that, he's then wide. He's wide on the exit of turn number 6. That then has given the track position to Tom 97, and that then puts Ben's potential win in a little bit more jeopardy. But down the start-finish straight, one driver losing pace right now is Tom. As in their mirrors is another Tom. It's Tom 97 who goes for the outside. So too does Benjamin Daly. Do they both sweep round the outside of the Alpine? Certainly one does. That's the McLaren. Does the Ferrari do it as well? Yes, they do! Benjamin Daly gets up the inside of Tom in turn number 2, and that then puts him back up into P2 in this race on track, and effectively race leader after penalties are applied. But the two of them, Tom and Tiamat Marduk, need to keep within 1 second of Tom 97. Otherwise, he then has that chance. He has the opportunity then to start racing up the road and building up that 6-second gap to be able to then prevent himself from losing out on the win here today. He's got 3 corners to go in that McLaren. He comes round the right. He's got the left and 1 more right to go. The fast left-hander here. It's so easy to make a mistake. We've seen it so many times here today. Round the final turn. Tom 97 comes then. It looks like that this time he is not going to get the win. But in behind, there have been no bad strategy calls from the Scuderia today. Red light spells danger for the rest of the Creator Series. And across the line will come Benjamin Daly to take the first win of the season. Tom comes in 3rd place to start his championship defense, and in behind, MSkyZ is going to come across the line, having gotten pole and looked so imperious. Strategic mistakes has then meant he comes home in 4th place here today, and Meraki will come home for a well-deserved, glitch-ridden 5th place. We have Ben Daly, then Tom 97, and then Tom as your top 3. Then we have MSkyZ, Meraki, Safso, Infratic, Perya, El Tacoman, Chesnoid Gaming, yours sincerely, Punju, Beaver Sama, F1 Luke Sam, B Roy, Alex Budd, Mr. Dale, Hayden Gullis, Pondon, and Ethan Woody. The last 2, your DNFs in this session, and with Hayden Gullis 4 laps down, you have to wonder as to whether or not that is 90% distance completed. I think it probably is. But either way, he's not in the top 15, so he's not getting points regardless. Everybody else then, from B-Roy upwards, will get at least a point here today.